This is Korth Landwalker, and this is Star Trek Online. Over the last couple of weeks, we've been working with a character who is aligned with the Romulan Republic, Talel. And recently she helped discover, or maybe rediscover, a Romulan presence on the world of Dewa, which has been rechristened Mol Rihan, or as those of us who are speaking the standard language of the day, New Romulus. So we are going to get right to it to see what happens now that they've started to establish themselves. Alright, let's see where things are at. We are currently in our brand new starship, which will
We've made a
some
breakthrough. We can't lay claim to Dewa 3 and make it our new home without allies. The planet is close to Klingon space, although they've never formally claimed it. If we could get their support, or that of the Federation, we would be able to break away from the Romulan Star Empire without worrying what the Tal Shiar will do. Datan has been working for weeks to get the Klingons and the Federation to agree to talks. Now representatives from both factions will be at Kittimer to hear our proposal, and so will the Empress. I want you there as well. I think we'll need someone like you on our side. It won't be easy, but this is our best chance to create a new life and a new home.
Well, no pressure. Let's hope that things work out as well as we would like them to work out. Still, having to deal with the Empress is probably not what we want to be doing. She's probably a little hacked off at us. Plus, she's probably involved with Tal Shiar. Let's see what rewards we get to make this all worthwhile, aside from, a potential alliance. Usual experience points and expertise. I feel like I should mention about expertise. Expertise used to be a bigger deal than it is now. Now it's used, well, it can be used to promote your bridge officers. But primarily it's used for fleet projects where you can dump huge amounts of expertise into them for the fleet holdings that are available. They've got star bases, mining colonies, colony worlds, a number of things. So, it's nice, but it's not great. We have an allegiance reward, which will involve, well, at the end of this episode, we will probably be aligned with somebody. Either the Klingons or the Federation, and we will have some rewards linked to that. Costume options, which I may or may not make use of, and dilithium ore, which is always welcome.
Greetings. I have new orders.
So we'll do this thing for you, even though it's going to get us in trouble, probably. I noticed that my bridge officer list here has an empty seat here. So let's see what we've got on this. Okay, I can put pretty much anyone there. Oh, right, don't actually have a fifth person to throw in there. Well, that's inconvenient. Now, if I really wanted to, I could beam down to the planet, go to the bridge officer guy, probably grab any random bridge officer, but what fun would that be? Okay, we're going to move a few things around here. Since I got the new ship, I got some new stuff on it, so I want to make sure that it does what I want it to do, which is basically don't auto-fire my plasma torpedoes, do auto-fire my energy weapons, move my evasive maneuvers to my earliest non-torpedo slot, and move other bridge abilities that need. What's this one? Singularity Inverter. Alright, that's going to come from... Okay, maybe it's a special ability from the, this particular ship, because it's a sea storage ship that was given away for free at one point. Man, the colors around here are really screwing around with my paint job. I took the veteran paint job, but man, what the heck happened here? Well, I'm just going to call it a lack of skilled labor in the Romulan Republic. They're all busy building the central area in New Romulus. I'll just assume that they're still at it. Okay, let us go out of orbit. We will revisit the question of paint jobs another time. Now see, it looks better here. Yeah, some things you just don't question. We're going to head to the Kittimer system. Kittimer is a world that has a long and storied history in Star Trek. It was the location of the signing of the treaty between Klingons and the Federation way back when. It was the site of a big speech that was leading to this rapprochement. There was an attack on Kittimer that orphaned a certain Klingon who would join Starfleet much later. So, it's got some history. And it seems that, once again, it's going to be a place where history is made. The only question is, will it be the good kind of history, or will it be the ugly kind of history? This, of course, relies upon my diplomatic skills. We're so screwed! Okay, I'm exaggerating. I'm gonna shift my weapon power max. I have more science stuff here, but one's for shields, one's for hull repair, and I'm not too horribly concerned about the auxiliary power here. Okay, Kittimer 2 I think is our target location, so we are going to head over here and pause. An M-class planet used as a neutral site multiple times for diplomatic negotiations. Kittimer played a vital role in the formation of the Klingon Federation Alliance of the late 24th century. Host of the historic Kittimer Conference in 2293, which started the first peace negotiations between the Federation and the Empire. By 2346, it was home to a Klingon colony destroyed in a sneak Romulan attack known afterwards as the Kittimer Massacre. Taken by the Romulan Star Empire after the attack, it remained in Romulan hands until 2382, when the Klingons took the world back by force over Federation objections. 3 years later, all non-Klingons were expelled from the planet. USS Enterprise E participated in the evacuation. There, a little bit of history. Now to make our own history. And there's Tamara. Oh,
this place has some bad blood. Back in 2346, the Romulan military launched a massive attack that slaughtered all the Klingon colonists here and took the planet. The Klingons took it back in the chaos after Shinzon's rebellion. This is the first time since then that they've allowed Romulans to be here. We should be careful. The Klingons aren't going to be in a great mood. Just having us here will be a reminder of what's happened. Zatan is waiting for us with the rest of the Romulan diplomats in the Hall of Conquest.
Boy, this does not bode well. Klingons and Romulans have never really gotten along well. It is a supreme source of irony about how the two factions have changed over the years. once upon a time, like back in the original series, the Klingons were the sneaky and underhanded ones, whereas the Romulans seemed to have a warrior culture. By the time we hit the Next Generation era, the Romulans became the sneaky, underhanded ones, and the Klingons became the military warrior culture, although a different variety of such. So, it's pretty funny. At least it is in my opinion. Let's say hello to some of the Klingon delegates and see what nice things they have to say. Well, we got one Klingon who's got a longer memory. There was, once upon a time, an alliance between the Romulans and the Klingons against the Federation. It was, in fact, the reason why the Klingons have cloaking technology. It's also the reason why a number of Romulans were using Klingon warships during the back end of the original series.
Wonder what it takes to be put in the Gallery of Honor.
I'm going to imagine that it takes a lot of senseless slaughter. That's a conversation I'm not sure I want to go in on. I say we wipe them out for good. That bodes ill. But, you know, just for giggles, let's talk. So I'm guessing that you're against it. Yeah, if they had the Tal Shiar trying to wipe out their planet with the Alachi, I can't pass up the harvesting of ore here. But hey, I'm doing it right in front of the security guards, and none of them have said a thing, so I'm going to assume that they're perfectly fine with me just taking it. Hey, it's a Federation guy. Let's talk to this guy. He don't want to talk to us. That figures. Yeah, see, this guy remembers. Of course, I can't talk to them either. I'm getting the impression that I'm getting the impression that I've made a wrong turn somewhere. I'm also getting the impression that maybe it's because I'm carrying this big honking rifle on my back. Let's swap down to a more sidearm friendly kind of weapon.
Chamber of Conquest. Let's hope one day the Klingons turn their attention to the Tal Shiar.
Oh, we can hope. More conversationalists. Let's see if I can say hello. No. You know, I'm going to get into trouble by trying this. Ooh, more harvesting. I can't pass that up. And it's gas. Klingon gas. I won't go there. Alright, it looks like that my delegation is up here. Let's take the long way around. Let's see if any of these Romulans want to speak with me. Oh wait, those are the Tal Shiar guys. I don't think I want to talk to them yet. Although it was really tempting to do the insult option. But diplomacy. Hi, boss.
It's good to see a friendly face. The air here is a bit tense right now. I need to stay here and prepare for Empress Seela's arrival, which I'm sure will not be pleasant. Could you speak with the Klingon and Federation delegations? See what they're thinking, get a feel for how the negotiations will go, and most importantly, try to convince them of our sincerity.
You know, they're kind of fighting each other. Is that going to cause a problem?
Both of them want to learn more about Romulan technology, and they're willing to do a great deal for us to acquire it. We will have to be careful not to get dragged into their war, however. We are already dealing with the Tal Shiar. That is more than enough. I believe both of them see us as a potential resource. While I'm not terribly happy about that, it is a way to get them to assist us. And until we are established on a world of our own, we need their help.
I get that.
We're still working on an agreement, but an initial proposal is on the table. The Federation and Klingons will help us establish New Romulus, as long as they can set up embassies on the planet. They wish to use this as a chance to acquire Romulan technology and Romulan allies. We need assistance to create a new world. It's a give and take, one that will hopefully work. You can start by speaking with some of the delegates from the Klingon Empire and the Federation. Just because an initial proposal has been presented does not mean the conference is over. Far from it.
Big shock that.
Any information you can get me about what they're thinking will help when it comes time to present our case.
Let's get Tobin's
I
opinion.
think we should do whatever we can to stop the Tal Shiar. If that means making an alliance with Starfleet or the Klingons, fine with me. I would be worried about us getting dragged into their war, but I expect that they're both more interested in our cloaking designs than our people. I say we go with whoever is most willing and able to help us against the Tal Shiar. That's all that really matters.
We must be careful not to let vengeance blind us in our attempts for freedom. In the meantime, I would ask you to speak with delegates from the...
Yeah, basically repeating himself. Let's go mock the Tal Shiar anyway. Hi guys! What's up? I'm the one you've been trying to kill repeatedly. Come on, give me an option to insult them now. No, I guess it was a one-shot deal. Oh well. It's probably better this way. If I were given my opportunity to treat them as they deserve, well, things could have gotten interesting. Oh, let's see. This looks like it's the bigwig room. I guess I shouldn't be going into here quite yet. Oh, of course. That was probably the Federation. Ooh, delegates. Want to help us? Hope no one else has that attitude. Oh, Tobin, don't ever change. Guy is sadly delusional. Let's just wander past a few of these people and see if I can get into any conversations with them. No. Hey, there's a guy who, okay, a gal, who thinks of us in a positive sort of manner. Then we have the other kind. And now we're into the Klingon
Hall of Heroes. They're probably Klingon heroes who killed Romulans.
That's a safe bet. Gee, another person whose house fought the Dominion War. Of course, the Dominion War was a pretty big deal. Okay, well, let's talk to this counselor, Walden.
Diplomacy makes for thirsty work. The Federation ambassador can't hold his teeth together for more than a minute. The Vulcan just stares daggers at everyone. Half of my delegation are a breath away from ripping into the Starfleeters like rampaging tars, and we're all stuck in here with you backstabbing greenbloods. Oh, did I offend you? Well, get used to it. We don't have a reason to trust you yet, and I don't know if we ever will.
You got to admire at least the fact that they're about as blunt as a sledgehammer. They will tell you how they feel. Yes, let's get some liquor for the guy. Maybe he'll remember that. Of course, that'll be back in the bar. Oh. We have a spot to observe Satas, the Klingon ambassador.
I understand their stance, but still,
Yes,
there are
he's a
issues.
Gorn. and he's a
The
diplomat.
would-be Romulan
And that's awesome.
Republic is weak and fractured. How could an alliance benefit us?
We'll speak with Tass shortly, but first, let's help one of the Klingons get drunk, shall we? And look, lots of unattended mugs. Oh, what, Tobin? Don't want to take a drink? Let's make Woden happy. Well, for a given value of happy.
Ah, blood wine. At least you have some manners. Nice to know that you all aren't as ill-bred as the stories say.
Well, technically I'm not a Romulan, so, you know.
Bah! You don't even respond to an insult. Looks like you're on your best behavior. Since we're being diplomatic, I suppose it could be said that you people may not be entirely worthless. But just because you know when to bring a Klingon a drink does not mean we are friends. I'm keeping an eye on you and your kind.
That's fair. Let's see what Tass has to say.
Ah, one of the Tan's followers. Greetings. I am Ambassador Satas, representative for the Klingon Empire. I am curious, what exactly does your group have to offer the Klingons in an allegiance? The Tan is no warrior, and Klingon politics have little in common with Romulan machinations.
Let's be bold. You want to see our strength?
You
I
have
accept.
bravado. I'll give you that. That doesn't mean you are strong or trustworthy. Perhaps an alliance with your group would bolster our strength against the Federation. If you don't stab us in the back, that is.
There's that reputation.
We shall see.
The Klingons don't seem too thrilled with the idea of being allies. Maybe we'll have better luck with the Federation.
Oh yes, we'll have so much better luck with the organization that includes among its high-ranking people, Vulcans. Now, I'm sure that the Vulcans would be the first to say that they would hold no ill will against the Romulans. That would not be logical. Don't bet on it. Oops. I should have realized that red means locked. Maybe my character is just red-green colorblind. Never trust a Ferengi or a Romulan. Oh boy, our reputation is just gonna be what gets us all killed. Alright, let's start with the ambassador, because you know, ambassadors are always a good type of people to speak with.
One of our new potential allies. I am Jiro Sugihara, a representative of the Federation Diplomatic Corps. Let's talk, shall we? Yes, I'd love a chat. Now, please don't take the cool reactions of some of my colleagues as an indication of how the whole of the Federation feels. There is a history between our two governments. But I believe with some work,
Technically, it's
we
not
can
our
all
government.
come to a peaceful agreement. Don't you agree? Of course you do. Of course. Why else would you
I'm
and
getting
other
a feel
fine
for
and
this guy
forward-thinking
already.
Romulans, such as Datan, be present here at this conference? I like to think of all of us, Federation, Klingon, and Romulans alike, as engineers. We're building bridges to a newer and brighter future. We're architects, designing load-bearing structures upon which we might build vital cooperative efforts. But before we get to the window dressing, of course, you know where we must begin.
Yeah, but we
Why,
could.
with the foundations. You knew that, of course. There's nothing we cannot achieve if we're able to continue to sit down and discuss our differences, and bit by bit, measure by measure, work through them and learn from one another. We must start fresh. So, as one potential friend to another, I ask this entirely as a personal question. How do you feel about reunification?
I knew that was going to come
I
up.
know there are a lot of people in the Federation still opposed to it, but I am certain that if we simply sit down together and discuss the issue rationally, we can...
The real question is, how masochistic am I? Am I going to take the blunt method and abruptly walk away? That'd be a Klingon thing. I could make a polite excuse and leave. You know, that would be courteous. I could edge away cautiously, which certainly would be a smart move. Or I could continue to let them talk. Self-abuse is the rule of the day
We've all come to see that reunification is a wonderful idea, isn't it?
Let's see how far we can
Bringing
go.
long-lost brothers back together and mending hurts from so long ago. Really, that's what the Romulans and Vulcans are, don't you think? A family divided. It's a shame. I think of my daughter. She's a lovely girl. Takes after her mother in many respects. She's on Bajor now, but I love seeing her as much as possible. I couldn't imagine how dreadful being separated from her would be. But that's what Romulans and Vulcans must feel all the time.
I have a sneaking feeling that his daughter is happy to be multiple solar systems away from her dad. Just saying.
That's why I believe reunification should happen as soon as possible. Imagine all the wounds it would heal, the pain that would go away. That would only be the start. If Vulcans and Romulans could find peace, why not peace with the Klingons, the Hirogen? It would be a wake-up call to all races that peace, prosperity, and unity are all possible. Our Federation has its problems, but we've learned to live and work together. There's no reason we all can't do so.
You might be wondering why the Hirogen, a species encountered by the USS Voyager, the Delta Quadrant, would be showing up in this kind of conversation. I am not entirely sure it's been made clear in the game as it was back in the day, but at least a group of Hirogen managed to make contact with the Romulan Star Empire and make at least some kind of common cause with Sela. And that's why the Hirogen are being remarked upon in this kind of thing. I don't know if the Federation has any missions that prefer that anymore. I mean, the Hirogen show up, but the backstory I don't know about. I'm not sure if that connection shows up with the Klingons, although they do have a significant mission that involves them. And obviously, we haven't run into the Hirogen as members of the Republic. Let's go away from this guy now. It looks like I finally broke. Oh good, let's talk to the Vulcan. This is gonna be good.
I know your kind too well to ever trust what you say. I will not be taken in by your attempts to be disarming.
It amazes me how frequently I'm tarred with the Romulan brush. You know, I could have been a Reman or any number of possible alien species that I could create off the alien generator. But no, I am lumped in with the Romulans. Still,
It has yet to be determined if anyone is being hunted. If that is the case, Starfleet will take the appropriate action within the bounds of the Prime Directive. I have spent more than 3 decades defending the Federation from Romulan plots. I have seen all of the tricks, the deceptions, all of the treachery that is born of hubris. Romulans believe they are superior to all other species. That is incorrect. It will take a great deal of effort to deceive me. I suggest you do not try.
was never on my plan. Tobin goes, they're not all tears and sunshine. That's a good call. Oh, let's get back to Titan and see if he's got anything good to say about, well, anything at all here. I suspect that he might be slightly demoralized when I tell him just how unlikely an alliance is looking. Or at least a friendship. Let's go that one.
Jolan True, what do you have to report? There's doubt everywhere. We will have to be careful not to...
This conference is a farce.
Oh, look, guess who's shown up?
Sela!
You're not trying to found a settlement. You're rebelling against your sovereign. You're stirring up dissent with your wild stories of mysterious aliens and colony attacks.
Wild stories?
Until now,
I knew that
I
was
gave
gonna
your
set
little
him off.
movements some leeway because I thought I could convince you to see the error of your ways. This ridiculous conference shows me I've been far too forgiving.
You! How could you?
Tovin, that's enough. You two, please leave this to Tamara and me.
Yeah, we're probably not the best people to speak for the Republic right now, since Tovin would probably be
How
happier
can that woman stand there and deny
frying her
everything?
plasma.
If you ask me, the only thing worse than the Tal Shiar is the politician who lies for them. There should be no allegiance with such... Hold on. I'm getting a message from the ship.
Oh, good, a chance to get out of here.
Picking up odd ships on sensors. Ships that match the one we scanned back when the colony was destroyed. Good. Now they'll have to deal with us, the Klingons, and the Federation.
Oh yeah, I guess I didn't really mention that my ship is now the RRW Thrysat. This is what using random names will give you.
The Klingon command base has ordered us to remain in orbit and leave the defense of Khitomer to them. However, I am certain that the singularity
calmed down
signature I'm
fast.
detecting is the same ship that was in orbit of Viranot during the attack. This could be the
Really?
person responsible for the destruction of the colony. Do we investigate, despite the Klingons' objections?
Oh, yes. I mean, for heaven's sake. We have cloaking devices. We are the cloaking
I'm
device
picking up
faction.
multiple anomalies in the area, but the Klingons are still ignoring them. We should investigate them, and be prepared for whatever happens. Keep an eye out for Klingon ships. If any hostiles appear, they'll show up too. If we're lucky, they'll target the enemy and not us.
Let's go in under cloak. I know that when we do our scans, we'll automatically drop out of cloak because, you know, ooh, harvestables. I know, I'm bad. But time is going to come, though, where I'm going to want to train people with the skills I get. And I'm going to need raw materials for that sort of thing. Okay, maybe we won't go completely under cloak since, you know, the recharge time is longer than I like to think about. Scan, baby, scan.
The Alachi were hiding the Tal Shiar ship.
Oh yeah, let's put him down. Oh, come on. I agree. I'll just go into cloak and the Klingon Empire can get involved. I'm just gonna sit back and watch the fun. I realize that it's not really the honorable thing to do as far as, you know, the whole warrior ethos and all. But honestly, if the Klingons say he can handle it, who am I to deny him the chance to die in glory? And honestly, given the numbers here, I don't think he's going to have to worry about the dying in glory part. Oh, come on, don't tell me you broke off the attack. Okay, Klingons obviously can't hack it, so... Yes, I'm a kill stealer. Deal with it. Sheesh.
I am Gerard,
Oh, that's just beautiful.
You have proven yourself in battle against one of these ships.
Well.
I will ensure that you will survive to prove yourself again. I was the first to uncover the alien Undine within the Klingon Empire. Now, I shall be the first to combat this new alien threat. To battle!
Well, Gerard, I like the way you think. Here, have some data. Gerard, incidentally, is being the son of Lursa. While it doesn't come out and say it, is basically one of the sons of Duras. Or actually, I guess he'd be more along the lines of the grandson of Duras. What's that nephew? I can never remember. But Lursa and her sister Bator were of the Duras family. And they were... I'm not going to say the big bads of the Klingon Empire in the Next Generation era, but close enough to it. Gerard seems to be cut from a little bit different cloth. He might actually be, you know, a Klingon who's worth something. Not like, you know, his mom. Or his aunt, for that matter. Ooh, goody. Oh, goody. I've dealt a lot of torpedo damage, so I'm getting accolades. Let's do some more torpedo damage. Make him go boom.
This is Klingon space.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer bunch of Cretans. Ooh, harvestable. Let's grab that before I scan that anomaly. Oh, it's even on the way. I don't even have to go out of my way that far. Let's get some more gases. Alrighty. Let's zip over the anomaly and unmask what's hiding there. Maybe we'll be lucky it'll be Hakeem.
Why am I not surprised?
Yes!
You were the one who discovered us. I'm quite happy you did, though. Now I have a chance to rectify the mistakes of Gasco Station. Captain Gerard, you have no place in this fight between us. This is a Romulan affair.
Captain, what do you have to say to that?
Colonel Hakeem, you came into sovereign Klingon territory with hostile intent. You brought these aliens into our space. Now, you have the unmitigated goal to try to give orders to a Klingon warrior? This is not a Romulan affair anymore, Colonel. You have insulted me, and you will pay the price.
Diplomacy, Hakeem? You might look it up in a dictionary sometime.
I don't care if you have 100 Klingon ships.
Oh.
You will not stop me.
Really? How many ships did it take to wipe out your eyeball again? Just remind me. Was it 2? Really, Hakeem, you ought to know better by now. Let's see about charging our singularity for a bit. I suppose I should finally go into some details about the whole singularity core thing. Because I'm a Romulan, we don't use warp cores, we use singularity cores. And one of the neat mechanics that were put in... Don't know, coward.
Another time.
One of the mechanics was that we would be able to use the singularity to do various effects.
You fought well. My people will learn of Colonel Hakeem's attack on my vessel. That I can promise you. I will also tell them of your abilities in battle. However, Hakeem did not die, so I cannot rule out the possibility that this was all a Romulan trick. My ship will
that's
continue
fair.
to patrol the area. You should return to the conference.
Akiv beamed something down to the surface before he warped. I I think? Yes? We're getting confirmation. He beamed explosives down to Kittimer. We've got to get down there and disarm them before anyone finds out. Even a hint of a problem like this, and the conference will be shut down. We'll lose our best chance for colonization.
It just gets better. Anyway, before I was sidetracked by story, having the Singularity Core enables you to have various abilities depending as you rank up, or more specifically, you start using higher tier Romulan ships. So, for example, right now, and this was available at the early levels too, I had a Plasma Shockwave, and it does more damage the more power your Singularity Core gets up to. It has 5 marks, and it goes up as you get into combat, and it goes down the longer you're out of combat. Straightforward. The second ability, which is very useful, is Quantum Absorption, which basically, well, it says it right here: temporary hit points, a shield heal over time. This is your "oh crap, I'm about to die" button, and the amount it heals is, of course, dependent on how much Singularity charge you have. More on the other abilities as they unlock. Meanwhile, we have some bombs to take care of.
What is your status? I'm in the Hall of Heroes now, and things are underway. Did you handle the situation with the Elachi?
He doesn't even sound surprised.
This is not good. It will be too easy for any disturbance to be blamed on us, and Hakeem knows it. I'll start searching the Hall of Heroes. Contact me once you've found all of the explosives on your end. I'll do my best to discreetly look for anything amiss over here. Make sure the Klingons do not find the bombs first. If they do, there's a good chance we'll be seeing one another soon in a jail cell.
Oh, I think he's optimistic. If the Klingons find them before we do, I don't think they're going to wait for jail. It's going to be along the lines of cut off their heads now and stick them on a pike outside of Kittimer. The Reborn. It just doesn't get any easier. Luckily, I have this wonderful little green circles in the mini-map that practically tell me where they are. Could make me use my tricorder for harvestables. That's pretty sad, I know. I'm just a sucker for the shinies. I can hear Tovin going, "Captain, that's not a bomb. But I must have it." Okay, I'll run a little bit to catch up. Oh! Beamed right under... Oh, the Tal Shiar guy. Let me beat him up a little bit.
The Tal Shiar had spies here the entire time.
Well, that explains an awful lot. Ha! Optimist. Again. No. I don't think that finding bombs are going to... I should bolster my gun too. Shiny. And I can almost hear Tovin going, "Captain, try to have an attention span larger than a lemming." I'm bad. Okay, there's no more anomalies. Unless you count the bombs, of course. No bomb on this side, so it must be on the other side. Oh, hi. Hi there. You know, they talk about finding the bomb. You would think that finding the bodies of the Tal Shiar on the floor might be suspicious. That's my opinion. Oh good, one more bomb in the Hall of Heroes. Oh no, it's in the bar. Hi Tal Shiar! I'm gonna shoot first. courtesy of the Han Solo School of Confrontation. Shoot first. Okay, Tamir,
Did you
we
get
got
the
him.
explosives? Good. That's a relief. I found a bomb near one of the statues in the back of the hall. I should be able to confirm that these devices were made by the Tal Shiar once the conference is over. It will be more proof that they cannot be trusted.
I don't think that's really a problem.
Why don't you come inside the conference? The Klingons are about to speak. It should be interesting to hear what they have to say.
Alright. Holster the gun. Don't want to look bad. Be most embarrassing to get into a shootout with the bigwigs of the Klingon Empire.
Conclusion, think about how many times we've been fooled by Romulans. Sela already sent the Tal Shiar to attack us here.
Oh, I see the good news
Who's
was already
to say
spread.
Titan is not part of her plan? We must not allow this alliance to happen.
That's not good.
Hakeem! Treacherous Greenblood! Stay back! What do you think you're doing? What?
Tamir?
What are you? Remember this.
Oh, hail and farewell, Tamir.
For me? For a Klingon?
Yeah. I guess it's going to make it difficult figuring out who's in charge now, at least as far as in charge of the Navy. On the other hand, it does seem to have done some good. It may have been a sacrifice, but it might have been one that paid off. Let's talk to Titan first. He's kind of the...
Tamir's death will not be in vain. Now we have the opportunity to secure our future. The Federation looks favorably upon our endeavors, but it will take time for them to commit. Now Tamir has shown the Klingons that there is honor and nobility among us. We may not have gotten what we wanted today, but I foresee a day where we will build a home and a life on New Romulus. The next step must be yours. Both Starfleet and the Klingon Defense Force have agreed to take Romulans into their forces. I'd like you to be the first. You will be our eyes, ears, and hands in their fleets. More importantly, you will be our voice. Where you serve is your choice. But wherever you go, always remember that you are Romulan.
Well, technically, I'm not Romulan. I'm just
If you
kind
haven't
of
done so already,
hanging
speak with
around them.
representatives of the Federation and the Klingon Empire. Then take some time to think it over. When you are ready, speak with Subcommander Nadell back on the flotilla.
Okay, let's chat with. Let's talk to. Oh God, I have to talk to him again. Well, I guess there's no getting around it.
Tamir's sacrifice will be remembered. I promise you that. Personally, I have never liked the Tal Shiar, but we of the Diplomatic Corps are always committed to trying to find peaceful solutions first. But we can help you in your fight to bring justice to the Tal Shiar if you accept our assistance. We know you have much to do to build a new homeworld and free your people. The Federation wants to be your ally in everything.
Oh, he talks pretty. Of course we knew that. Poor Tamir. Usually when I talk about becoming a greasy stain, it usually isn't so literal. Okay, Walden. I hope you finished that blood wine.
Tamir died with honor. When my time comes, I hope I can do the same. His sacrifice showed me that we have a common enemy. The blood in your veins may be green, but you fight.
I'm not sure
for
what
your
the color of
people
my
with the
blood
courage
is.
of a
I never really did
I would
get
be
that in
proud
depth
to
with
give
my
my
alien
aid to you
species
and
here.
Datan. We will hunt the Tal Shiar like the dogs they are.
Tamir gave his life so that we would be understood by the others. I know I won't forget this. I'm ready to do whatever it takes to take down the Tal Shiar, so I'm with you on this, no matter what. The ship is awaiting our return whenever you're ready. We need to report to Sub-Commander Nadal and let her know everything that's happened.
Take us out. Alright, off this flotilla. I'm going to make use of this handy little button here with little autopilot me there. Sometimes if you have a mission that you just get, you can click on that button and it will give you the option to transwarp there for a certain amount of... I'm not sure if it's credits or dilithium, honestly. I think it's credits, but I can't prove it off the top of my head. I almost never make use of it, though. What can I say? I used to be a Ranger character in Star Wars Galaxies, so I hated instant travel devices. That said, in certain levels of moderation, I'm happy to take advantage of them, like, say, the transwarp conduits that will become available shortly. First, though, it's time to reach the flotilla, and once we're there, a fateful choice will need to be made. And here we are.
Welcome back. I'm Sub-Commander Nadal.
Yes, I
Tamara's
remember
final
you.
actions impressed both the Klingons and the Federation. The time has come for you to decide who you will be allied with. Starfleet and the Klingons both have sent diplomats to stay here at the flotilla. Talk to them if you have any questions. Then speak to me when you are ready to make your choice.
Well, I guess it would be fair to give them the equal hearing. So, let's talk with Brigadier General Gadan.
Tamer's sacrifice showed the High Council that we have a common enemy. And there is such a thing as an honorable Romulan. We honor his memory. Join us. The blood in your veins may be green, but you fight for your people with the courage of a Klingon. The Klingon Defense Force will be proud to give our aid to the Romulan Republic. Together, we will hunt the Tal Shiar like the honorless dogs they are.
I like the way you think. Let's chat with our other contestant, Captain Harvson.
Tamer's sacrifice showed bravery and honor. We honor his act, and we will not forget it. The Prime Directive may tie our hands sometimes, but we recognize when reaching out will help the galaxy. We are ready to recognize the Romulan Republic as a legitimate government, free of the Romulan Star Empire. We can help your people. If you'll accept us as your allies, we'll gladly aid you in your fight against the tyranny of the Tal Shiar. We know you have much to do to rebuild a new homeworld on New Romulus. Tell us what you need. We're ready to help you with construction and the relocation of any willing Romulans to their new home.
And thank you. We've heard from both contestants.
Time is short. What do you need of me?
I'm ready to make my decision.
This final choice must be yours, but I know you will honor Tamer and serve our people well, no matter where you decide to go. So what is it to be then? The Klingons or the Federation?
Who will it be?
Time is short. What do you need of me?
Oh, among other things, I need you not to be interrupting me while I'm, here. Boy, I hope this doesn't screw me over here. Exit that. Minimize that. I can't do anything here. So here we are. We have our choices made. Well, choices available at any rate. Good, I can highlight them, so at least, no matter how screwed up the interface may be, at least I have that working. Now, as is traditional for major decisions like this, we are going to do the random determination. We are going to see exactly what fate has to say. As before, I'm going to roll dice. If I roll a 1 on a 1 die 2, basically your coin flip, if I roll a 1, I will ally ourselves with the Starfleet of the Federation. If, on the other hand, I roll a 2, then we are going to go on a blood-soaked mission of vengeance against our friends, the Tal Shiar, with the Klingons on our side. I should make sure I mention that. So, drum roll, please. 1. All right, it's time to join the United Federation of Planets. I'm sure that they will highly appreciate our choice here. And hey, I even remember to get the dice roller off before I continued on.
Tamer was a great man. He touched so many lives among the survivors, and I know he thought very highly of you. I can think of no better way to honor his commitment and sacrifice than by continuing to serve the Romulan people. On to business. The flotilla will be working on beginning settlement of Dewa 3, or what we're calling New Romulus. Good luck out there.
Okay, well, here's our group of rewards, and now we can expect that we'll be getting Starfleet-related stuff.
Time. Congratulations, Centurion.
Oh, and I'm getting a thing here. Let's see, number of things happening here. Heard of my recent accomplishments and been tasked to make sure that I have the crew necessary to achieve my mission goals. My ship and crew represent some of the best hopes of the Romulan Republic. Join the Centurion on New Romulus to get some promising new officers. Sounds like a plan. Ah, here we go. We're getting a bridge officer, and well, he's a strange one, ain't he? But I need the extra body to throw in my bridge station, so welcome aboard, Poitier. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna rename that. Ugh, not that. Give me something I can pronounce. Lauer.
Ah,
I can
good.
dig it.
The Republic has need of your talents.
Not yet. We're not ready for you yet. I got other things on my plans. Let's change the uniform. Oops. Not my uniform. Cancel that. His uniform. And come to think about it, I might change his face too, because... You know what? On the other hand, no. I'm going to leave him exactly as he is. Because he stands out. I can appreciate standing out. I do think we want to brighten up his command insignia, though. Oh, we're going to try to brighten his command insignia. Oh, we got these, I forgot I had some of that left over from my Jemadar guy. I should probably do something about finding the other ones, too. Just hasn't been a priority. IDIC. But we're going to go with something, you know, traditional to Starfleet, and not 21st century ones. So I think we are going to go with the alternate future variant. And why not? I sure hope there's just something wacky going on with that particular uniform. We will leave the rest of his uniform alone, I think. That is kind of the default Starfleet outfit for the 2409 era. And while I am all for making them unique, I think we'll leave him alone. I don't think there's anything else that I want to... oh yeah, we should at least give him a rank. I may or may not promote him at some point. And exit. Okay, now I'm getting a note here about a new event page. Nothing big here. They have events going on, and sometimes if you join them, you'll get progress to new stuff. I'm not horribly motivated to do that. I don't have a desire for a Kobayashi Maru or whatever the hell, the Tong Duke freighter. And I probably pronounced that wrong because I don't speak Klingon. I am perfectly happy to leave that alone. Alright, let's talk to Commander
Time is
Goodell.
short. What do you need of me?
Is that stuff even on my list next? The Allies are next, and Secrets and Inside Job, Neutrality, Voice and Voiceless. And I recognize none of those. So we're going to just let that lie. We're going to do things in the proper episodic order here, so... The next step is going to New Romulus Command, and that will require me to leave the flotilla and go back down to Dewa 3, or New Romulus. Luckily, New Romulus is really, really close, and you'll notice that Dewa has now been changed to New Romulus with the Romulan logo on it. Oh, right, I leveled Halcyon. I should grab skills. Engineering Captain, Improved Impulse. Let's go with more Impulse. I'm very impulsive that way. Please don't hurt me for that pun. Alright. Okay, it's not as close as I'd hoped. I guess I'm used to, flying ships that have better propulsion than the low-level starship has available. Oh, look, the transwarp conduit's there. This requires some explanation. Because of that conduit, I can now do transwarps instantly to either New Romulus, here, or to the Sol system, since I'm allied with Starfleet. And we might do that at some point, just to show that we can. In the meantime, I'm not beaming where I want to beam. I don't want to do any of that until I get closer. I should be able to beam to the command center. It bothers me that I can't. Okay. Well, we'll have to do it the hard way then. I really figured on this part being
We have
much
the strength
later.
now. With the help of Starfleet and the Empire, we could destroy what's left of the Tal Shiar.
Yeah,
We
we
would
are
be safe.
definitely
We
out of
would be
order here
free.
by doing this.
There are too few of us left to fight amongst ourselves. Military action should
You know
be
what?
our
I'm
last
going
option.
to try to skip.
I don't see how talking
I
to them
can't
will be
skip.
enough.
Oh well. I was
But
going
I'm
to
a
skip
lawyer,
it and,
not a
save
politician.
the
If
dialogue
my people
later
are to
by
find a home here,
hitting a
there
terminal
must be
here
a
that'll
leader
replay
capable of
this
building the
cutscene.
new future, of looking past our differences to find harmony.
You don't see anything.
You are that leader, Data.
Since I was a child, hiding in the sewers of the capital with the reunificationists, I have worked toward the day when the Romulans would once again walk beside their Vulcan brothers and sisters. Before that can happen, we need to rebuild. We need a home to replace what was lost, to see past our grief and find acceptance. We need to reconcile with the Remans and end the centuries of strife and oppression. The fate of both our peoples rests here. We either create a new homeworld out of the ashes, or we wither and die. Thank you for agreeing to meet me here. I'm grateful that both the Federation and the Empire have temporarily put aside their differences to help create a new Romulus. This wouldn't be possible without you. Your example led the way. We're building a new home here. Romulans and Remans can't continue on like nothing has changed. Everything is different. We are a changed people. The loss of Romulus wounded us greatly. But that wound will not be fatal.
Preaching to the choir.
There's a great deal of work to do before we can truly call this our new home. But with your help, I know Mol Rihan, or New Romulus, as our allies call it, will someday be as great as what we lost. Kylor is in charge of the staging area. He can give you more information about what we need. There's much to do.
Yeah, but what I need is to get to the
We left our
freaking
first
command
home to
center.
remain free. We lost our adopted home to treachery. May this world be the home we have sought for so long. A place where our descendants can live in peace.
That's all well and good. Now, where the heck is that command center? Because this was not where I was supposed to be. And naturally, it's not on the map. Okay, I want to say that's the embassy. One of the fleet holdings is the embassies at New Romulus. And you can tell because we've got the big monuments there. But just on the outside chance I'm incorrect, go to Command Center. Yes, that is where I'm going. Sheesh. Serious flaw, I think, in the design of the mission structure. So, let's go find the Centurion. Ah, here we go. Duty officers. We'll just take that group of duty officers and say bye-bye. Now, let's take a look at our episodic structure here. We have completed the From the Ashes arc. Big surprise there. Yeah, see, all the way down here? New Romulus. This, all the way down here. This is where I'm supposed to be dealing with the little problems being handled here. Not right now. Allies. That's the one we're going to be doing. Let me just double check on that. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, right. First thing we'll do is our task force operation and see if we can get that done.
Good. The Republic has need of your talents. The Romulan Star Empire still has many followers. They've taken to pillaging outposts and settlements on the fringes of space, where nobody will challenge them. We need to deny them resources if we're to keep them from rebuilding their fleet and presenting a bigger threat to the Republic. Several Allied forces are committing to joint operations against the Star Empire.
Alright, we'll get some XP, we'll get some expertise. We're not going to get a whole lot else. Well, I should rephrase that. Now, this is basically saying I need to do a task force operation. That would be this over here, once known as the PvE queues. And, well, they certainly have a lot more here than I expected. We are going to join the Romulan Minefield one. We're going to try to join the Romulan Minefield one. Oh my god, it actually succeeded. I really didn't think there would be anybody doing this. I am flabbergasted. I really am. Of course, for all I know, I'm about to get put into the queue with exactly one person, me. I'm going to go into this office since I'm pretty sure I'll be coming here afterward. Of course, I'm going to feel really, really silly if standing here nothing happens. You know what? I'm not entirely sure it actually started. I think it's just telling me I'm in the queue. Yeah. Okay, well, while I'm waiting, let's talk to the Admiral here, because I'm pretty sure he's our next step.
Greetings.
No, it's not L. Okay, well, sorry about that, I won't bug you anymore. While we're waiting to see if something magical will happen, let's take a look at equipment. Got a better shield. Grab that. A better gun. Grab that. Don't have any better armor. It happens. Who among my group is not using any... Oh, I'm sure. It's Flower here. And we'll give you the phaser here. Well, actually, he's a tactical guy, right? We'll give him the rifle. Oh, but it's an exposed rifle. Oh, light stuff all over. Weaponry. Let's see. Shayla has the generic plasma weapon, so we'll give her the generic phaser. It can be rough, I know. And that takes care of the weapons. And the shielding. Get rid of that because... And that. Because that won't actually give us anything. It gets out of the inventory. Unfortunately, the next set of weapons are Federation standard weapons. And, well, I'm flying a Romulan Warbird. But now we get to the really interesting part. You see, now that I'm a part, well, not a part of, but allied with Federation, I can technically fly Starfleet vessels. I seem to be. Oh, I wonder if I'm getting ready to go into the queue. No, I'm just hitting a lag spike. That was too much to hope for. So let's wander down here to ship acquisitions. And see if I can do that here. Yeah, see, here we go. And we've got a wide, well, decent variety. Some of which I can get and some of which I cannot. For example, wouldn't it be ironic to be flying a Constitution variant, the Exeter? That'd be hilarious, wouldn't it? Or one of these science vessels. So many possibilities. Thing is, though, I'm not a member of Starfleet. I am a member of the Romulan Republic, and I take pride in flying the Romulan starships. So accordingly, I am not going to be touching those Starfleet ships with a 10-foot pole. Notice that the queue is still ongoing. I'm just going to give it a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to say, you had your chance, we'll skip it, and move on to the next mission. We'll spend those couple minutes. Oh man, I am hitting some serious lag spikes today. I'm going to slam some stuff into the bank here. basically, I'm going to move commodities there. That basically may be it, honestly. I thought it'd be moving. I'll move the fireworks in there. I'm not really going to be using the fireworks because, you know, I am what I am. That's another commodity. A training manual. Oh, right. I should check to see if the newbie is using that skill or not. Lauer, what's your skills? Torpedo spread. Nice. Oh my god, I'm going to get the mission. I can't pass that up. Of course, watch. It'll get automatically declined because somebody decides to bail out. It has happened. Anytime now. Beam me to the mission. I promise I won't bite. Oh, it's gonna happen. Okay, this will be fun. The minefield. Oh, hi there, Davpa. Hey.
Our intelligence services have discovered
now teach me not to be looking at my chats too much.
To take over the mining facilities in this remote area of space. They're using these asteroid mines
in many ways,
to collect materials for
this is
constructing
Davpa's fault that I'm here. So if you need to blame anybody, there he is.
Through the Romulan forces, destroying their minefields and liberating the processing centers.
All right. Tactical. What should I know about fighting Romulans? That sounds silly. So basically, we're going to blow up lots of frigates. Then we'll be blowing up rescue freighters. Really, this is just shoot everything. That's one freed.
The Romulans have cloaked mines next to the transports. Keep an eye out.
Yeah, I noticed one of those cloaked mines earlier. Most of the cloaked mines. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna eat things for now until I see.
Excellent work against those frigates. Just a few more to go.
Yeah, now that I've noticed, it looks like everybody's going to be using meat on here. I'm not entirely surprised to see this. And most people are going the other direction, so instead of committing suicide by soloing a bunch of guys, I'm going to follow. Strength in numbers. Since everyone else is needing, I'm going to need as well. Okay, join the party if I want to get anything out of this. Oh, these guys are just tearing things apart, aren't they? Oh, turn off my speed. Looks like we've just one of the nice things about going into these task forces with high-level people, they tend to more or less massacre everything in their way. Which also means you can count on them to have aggro all the time. Looks like some excitement up that way, so I'll join the fun. Alright. And that clears out another minefield, and it looks like we're going to have new objectives.
The enemy has disabled nearby mining facilities. Each facility will need several repairs to restore complete functionality. The local system relies on these resources for survival.
Okay, let's go to the rally point. Where the excitement has already begun. one could do worse than to follow the scimitar class vessels. Okay, now things are getting a little more entertaining. Ooh, that was a little too entertaining. Let's get the... Yeah, there's that where I use that singularity feature.
Facility Beta is safe.
Okay, that was painful. Let's not do that again. Yeah, I'm needing a warp core that I can't use. It'll sell. One thing's for certain, I'll come out of this with either a heap of equipment or a heap of sellables.
Facility Alpha is back online.
Well, let's see about repairing Gamma. Okay, looks like I drifted a little too far away from that asteroid, so the other guy will have this repaired before I do. Or maybe
Facility
not.
Gamma is up and running. Their attention. Even though you've defeated their ships, liberated the asteroid factories, and repaired the disabled mining facilities, they don't seem to get the message. Sensors have detected the warbird Falcata leading a battle group to this system at high warp. The Falcata will probably try to blockade the orbital processing plant. In order to protect the civilians in this system, we must regain control of the plant. Destroy the Falcata if necessary and free those civilians.
Well, they blew everything up while he was doing the debrief, so...
Excellent! The area is secure and we restored peace in the system. I'll mention your efforts in my official report. Chimera out.
I'm going to continue exploring for a minute because I just want to make sure there's nothing lurking around here as far as loot goes, and there's something all the way over there. It won't be much, but hey, it's something. You'll see that because this is my first task force of the day, I get a package of fleet marks. If I were a part of a fleet, I'd be able to apply them to various projects. And over here it tells me that I've got some extra stuff like this particle generator, some R&D materials, which will be handy because I haven't been harvesting enough with all the shinies. Dilithium, expertise, and XP. All of which, highly useful. Yeah, it was a battery. Big shock there. I don't believe there will be anything else here, so we are going to simply leave the map and return to New Romulus.
You have unlocked a new trade slot. Click here to view your trades.
A day late and a dollar short. I did that way back when I got to level 10. But I did apparently level, so I can at least pick a skill.
Good work. This will free up some of our forces and put a dent in the Imperial Navy's resources.
And there's the modest amount of XP and expertise. So let's...
Greetings. I am taking over as your liaison with the Romulan Republic since Tamir is no longer with us. You have proven yourself and earned the respect of your fellow Romulans. A contact from our new allies would like to speak with you.
I'm not technically a Romulan.
Return to the flotilla.
And back to the flotilla. Figures.
Time is short. What do you need of me?
Nothing at the moment. I want to take care of little details like what I was doing when I got sidetracked. For example, targeting expertise will help my accuracy. Defensive maneuvering will help my life expectancy. I'm a big fan of life expectancy, so we'll go with that. No ground points again because, you know, they're rare and few. See, all my traits are accounted for. I don't know what they were talking about. Check the bank. Let's make sure I move everything in there that I want to. Probably going to end up selling a good chunk of this stuff. Okay, open up the R&D materials, and this is the same kind of things that I could get by doing the harvesting thing. It's just that doing the task forces like that gets me more faster. Kind of more faster. And I was going to train somebody with my fire at will here, so flower, go to his skills. Because I have the training manual, you'll see that I have a learn button here. So, bang, he's learned how to do fire at will. I'm probably not going to do anything about it right now because at the moment I have a better version of fire at will available through Tovin. And I'm not at the point where I'm ready to get rid of Tovin quite yet. The day will come. It's just not today. Let's see. Science consoles. Do I have an open spot for science consoles? I don't. This one's doing Starship Terrain. This will give me particle generator. I'm pretty sure that neither one of them is actually going to be of much help right now because my science skills are heals and repairs. That's not going to really do it for us. So, that's going to be sold off. I certainly can't use the Mark 12 equipment since that's all for sub-admiral levels, and that is way in the future. I can free up a spot by sticking the shield battery in here. And do I have a weapon battery too? I've got neural dampeners here too, which is another science one. Improves control effects and resistance to control effects. That one tempts me, but actually, you know what? It tempts me more than enough. I don't have any drain skills. I don't have any particle skills. So if it gives me resistance, hey, that will work for me. Now, we have an engineering console that'll help my weapon power. That's not really going to help me out in this situation. What I've got for armor is, in my opinion, better for the moment. So we'll stick with that. And I think that's about all I want to go here. The last thing to deal with, I'm going to clear out some of this stuff by finding where I can sell it. Let's see, do we have a vendor? Yeah, I think I can sell it to commodities vendor. So, let's run down the hallway. And if it turns out I can't sell it to commodities vendor, I'll just pop out into space, call that freighter I've got access to, according to the tailor, wrong person, and sell them there. Lag spikes seem to be bad here. Sell, yes. Alright, let's go down the list. Gone. 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 I'm keeping the consumables. Gone. Sorry, phaser cannons. Don't need the plasma torpedo. I guess that was standard with the Warbird I picked up. I would love to hold on to this. You know what? I think I will hold on to that because I think I want to put that on the exchange. Just on the outside chance I can get something good out of it. Let me make sure it's not bound to me or something like that. Bind unequipped. Since I have not equipped it. Oh, these guys might be bound unequipped too. Or their account bound unequipped. Well, I think that means I might be able to sell those on the exchange. Now that would be helpful. Let's find out. If I can sell them on the exchange, I'm bound to get substantially more out of them than I would from the vendor. Particularly in light of the fact they're blue items, so technically rare. And the first thing I need to do is open up my inventory. I can't do that with the letter I because I'm typing into this search field. Let's see how much this would get on the open market. Phaser beam array Mark IV. we know it's blue. And it's a Mark IV, so that would probably put it at Centurion level. You are weapons. That would be ship equipment and ship weapons. Search. Yes, Mark IVs. Okay. So, if I'm looking to get a phaser beam array Mark IV, phaser beam array, preferably spelled correctly with 2 R's. Okay, I clearly typed something incorrectly somewhere. Phaser array. Oh, I suppose it's possible that there just isn't any. Oh, somehow I managed to select back to the ship deflectors. How that happened, I'm not even going to begin to guess. I'm not obviously going to find that kind of thing. 80,000 seems good, don't it? In fact, it seems too good. So, I'm going to sell this for 40,000. Half that price. It's still going to be a major windfall for me if it sells. That's the big if, because let's face it, we are not looking at high level equipment here. This is for basically people who are looking to upgrade their low level alts. And again, why does it keep going off of ship weapons? Okay, the cannons are actually selling for less. I'm kind of surprised. 20,000. Lousy numbers. I'll go with 15,000 on this. It'll still be more than I would make for selling at the vendor. Finally, we have photon torpedoes. And again, it's kicked me out of here. Why does it keep doing that? Photon torpedo. When I say it like that, it sounds like that moment in the Star Trek motion picture in that wormhole. Photon torpedo. Sometimes I'm just dancing on the edge of sanity. We'll go with a standard 30k on this one. 30k. I've been playing too much Star Citizen. I think if server crashes, that happens. Oh, right. I also have this trans-basic compressor. And it's a Mark 12, so that's going to be all the way to Sub-Admiral, I think. Oh, yeah. Let's put you on that list. I want to say that if I drag it up here, there we go. And let's do all here, so that's 14,000. Well, not going to get a whole lot out of here. I want to sell this for 10,000. It's less than it's worth, but it's still more than I would be getting if I tried selling it for at the vendor. I don't have too much hope that it will sell, but the important part as far as I'm concerned is it gets it out of my inventory. Alrighty. Now let's go to the flotilla and chat with the sub-commander. Who knows? Maybe next time I'll log in and I'll find myself richer by several thousand credits. Or, equally likely, I will log in and find that I have mail telling me that nothing's sold. Sadly, now I have the options to beam to the flotilla command. I tell ya. Sometimes I want to take the developers of this game and beat them over the head and shoulders until they get their storyline straightened out. Just wait till they do the Year of the Klingon. I'm almost afraid to see what kind of hash they're going to make out of that. Okay, I shouldn't let my prejudice against Discovery era stuff get in the way here. Besides, I don't expect to have to worry about that during the stream at any rate, anytime soon. Alright. Let's talk to the sub-commander, see what mission she's got for us this time. I'm going the wrong way. I seem to recall that we're on a different level. Ah, boy, it's nice to see how my brain will kick in once in a while.
Time is short. What do you need of me? I'm glad that you're settled into your new ship, as we can't waste any time. We've received word that the miners on Beta Thoradar have spotted Nausicaan
The
pirates near
sub-commander
their
is a
system.
little out of date.
The pirates haven't bothered to attack the mining installation, but it's only a matter of time, and they're likely to go after freighter traffic in the area. Beta Thoradar is an unremarkable system, but there's a small Republic colony there that mines heavy metals necessary for ship construction. I need you to take your new ship to the Beta Thoradar system and patrol the area.
Really not that new.
Just let
now.
everyone know that the Republic is watching.
That's the consequence of getting those veteran reward bonuses, bonus XP. That probably got me those couple extra levels. Maybe. Then again, maybe not. We'll find out. Beta Thoradar. Yeah, I've got nothing on that one. I'm sure there are people with encyclopedic knowledge of Star Trek and their star systems that can identify everything about it just off of memory, but I'm not one of them. Fortunately, once we get to the system, we will see the brief blurb on the planet, and that will give us a bit. I will always love going through the Azure Nebula because it gives us this nice blue haze over everything. It's kind of like the anti-Mutara Nebula. Incidentally, yes, the Mutara Nebula is in this game. Strangely enough, though, you don't really find very many indications that there was ever a, for example, planet there, like a Genesis planet. Okay, it looks like I'm going to hit, yeah. One of the annoying things is that when you go to a system, it will take you to the sun, but it won't take you to the destination that you want to go to. Of course, that said, I suppose I could have clicked the button up here. That might have gotten me somewhere. Okay, what do we got to say? Red dwarfs are orbited by 3 distant planets. Beta Thoradar is best known as a navigational mark for pilots in the region. Well, that's pretty boring. The planets of the Beta Thoradar system are not habitable and have no known deposits of usable minerals. With the expansion of Romulan and Reman activity in this area of space, it is likely that expeditions will be sent to this system again to look for anything of value to the colony. No habitable planets.
You've arrived at the perfect time. Our satellites have picked up several Nausicaan ships in and near the system. They seem to be pirates, bent on harassing freighters. I am concerned about the possibility of the pirates deciding to beam down and ransack our home. The planets in this system are not particularly habitable, so we're limited to several small underground facilities. It wouldn't be
that
hard
won't bother
for
the
them to send
Remans.
a contingent of
They're not
troops
fond of light.
and take control of our mining operation. Obviously, if this keeps up, we won't have any trade, which will force us to close down this operation and evacuate.
Hey, I'm sold. Let's go shoot some pirates. Never liked Nausicaans ever since they tried to jump me when I was checking around for new Romulus.
Target's shield has
Yep, there goes that frigate, and oops, sighted drone. Not much of that guy. Every battle should be so simple. See what I mean? I'm not in combat, so the singularity charge is dropping. When I am in combat, it goes up. Let's cloak and give these guys a surprise of their lives. For all 10 seconds remaining of it. And we're going to do a torpedo spread, because why not? Oh, that ended poorly for him. Turn around. Put the torpedo, and that's all it wrote. And a freighter is under attack. Go ahead, Tovin. I know you wanted to.
Ship in range. This is the freighter Xylan. We've taken heavy damage from Nausicaan pirates. We need immediate assistance. Repeat, we need immediate assistance.
Say no more. I'm here for that immediate assistance that was requested. Wasn't quite close enough to hit the frigates with the torpedoes. Oh well, you can't win them all. I'll just have to take them out ship by ship. Yes, I'm channeling Darth Vader there. I've never been convinced that those plasma bursts I hit in the Singularity Core actually do anything.
Thank you. We're not gonna wait around for more pirates to show up.
Good strategy. Get out of Dodge. Ooh, harvestable.
Thank you once more for your policing efforts. It'll be a while before we see trouble here again. Speaking of trouble, I thought you might wish to know that freighter, the Xylan, came by to trade for supplies. They claimed to be carrying mostly perishable delectables and trinkets, but their holds had no refrigeration system and registered a great many compact power signatures.
Man, you would think that we have got to learn to scan these freighters first.
The freighter manifest indicated that they had recently come from the Chaltok system. There's a small Uridian colony there. You might be able to find answers if you find out who's supplying them.
Yes, you can report on my orders, yes, but give me a second to get the shiny. Honestly, for as often as I go scanning these things. Ooh, there's one more shiny somewhere here. I cannot pass it up. You would think I was a science officer for as much as I'm trying to do that. Unfortunately, it seems to be in the really, really bright area of the system. Which means I'm probably going to have a hard time even seeing it when I get there. There we are. I got lucky. Scan the gas, get the gas. Then step on the gas. That'll teach those dirty pirates. Let's hail the sub-commander and see what she's got to say.
None of the colonies in contact with the Republic should be involved in weapons dealing. I will make a few inquiries. You may want to take your new ship over to the Chaltok system, in case we need additional investigating done.
Chaltok it is, and let's look at the rewards I get from doing this. I'm going to get the experience points and expertise, of course. Another science console, and this one is something that will be even more useful than control expertise. Anything that helps my shields regenerate faster is a win for me. Speaking of regenerating faster, we're getting a new shield array. That's always worth the improvement. Finally, we have dilithium ore, which always seem to be on the list. So we're going to ignore you for a second, Battle, and make sure that price and neutrality. Okay. So I want to make sure that that's the one I pick up when because they put this in alphabet. Well, it's not. No, it's not alphabetical order. I'm not entirely sure what kind of rhyme or reason is involved with the order of missions on here. There should be, but there isn't. Okay, first things first. Skills. We'll grab some. Let's see. Drain expertise. Control.
Greetings. I have a new mission for you on behalf of the Republic.
Fine.
We have traced the Iridian freighter you rescued
I'll take
back
the
to the Chaltok system. Years ago, the Chaltok system held a Romulan research facility studying polaric energy. It was nearly destroyed in a polaric energy explosion. Since then, a colony of Uridians has settled on the planet. Recently, it has become a hotbed of strife. This isn't the first incident we've had with the colony, and we suspect weapons smuggling is occurring. We have heard rumors of one weapons dealer in particular on Chaltok, a Riemann. We'd like to make sure that none of the weapons there are going to be turned against New Romulus. We need you to travel to the Chaltok system and investigate these allegations.
The fun stuff that comes, besides the dilithium and the expertise and experience points, a career-specific kit, which will be handy because, I only have one kit ability right now, those mines. It'd be nice to have a little bit more variety to play with. More armor, better armor, and another engineering console with more resistance, although it's not for everything. It's just for physical and kinetic damage, as opposed to the +5 I get against everything. I will have to think about the best way to deal with that. But
time is short.
I don't have to make that decision yet. We will go to the Chaltok system and we will auto-navigate there because that'll give me time to take care of my other plans, like adding my accuracy to my skills, improving the shield for my starship, and improving the science console. Now, I'm going to take an opportunity to throw this console onto my small shuttle, planning ahead there. I don't believe that this is going to be, well, actually it looks like it will be an improvement over the small shield, so we'll put that there too. And finally, we'll put the weapon and the the engine and the auxiliary battery there. And I'll do a sword hunt inventory. We will also take a moment to throw some extra equipment on my bridge officers so that they will be able to theoretically use them as they fight. Nothing fancy here. I just want to make sure that everybody got a little something to use. Of course, the one person who I didn't give anything to was me because, well, 9 times out of 10 I never remember to use the consumables. I'm pretty horrible with that. I recognize and accept my failings on that. Oh jeez, I'm like all this way away. I need a better singularity core. Unfortunately, better singularity cores come with better levels, and I don't have those better levels. Let's do one more thing. Let's take a look at my complement of people beaming down. What does Lauer have for his away team member skills? He's got, looks like he's got a number of closing and melee kind of things. I think we'll be keeping Tobin as my away team guy, and Lauer, I'm afraid you're going to have to stick on the bridge and do your thing there. Realizing that, yes, it's not the front line thing you were expecting when you got assigned to my ship, but them's the breaks. Now, technically speaking, I could recruit Starfleet officers now. Since I aligned with Starfleet, I could go to Earth Space Dock, do the recruiting there. Good things would happen. But I think I will be sticking with Romulan bridge crew. Okay, Chaltalk 4. Oh, I meant to read the dialogue there. Ah well. Okay, we've got a visual. A choice between hailing and preemptive strike. Well, you know, I have allied with the Federation now, so I suppose I should ignore my general preference to just shoot them immediately. It's hard being one of the good guys. Ooh, more shinies. Okay. Let's say hello.
Finally, some proper sport.
Oh,
These
that is not
scavengers
what I was
have hardly
expecting.
been worth our time.
Those are not
With a ship
Uridians.
like yours, that is a fine prize. Power up your weapons and engines.
You're not Alcian either.
Make this a proper hunt. I'd rather not have to tolerate the endless yammering of your Federation allies.
Where are you getting your... This is gonna be good.
Why would we need the worthless weapons of our cowardly prey? Your Federation masters have sent you on a fool's errand.
Oh good, this just might be a coincidence.
Listen to the prey prattle on about peace. How like your Federation masters you
Well,
have
it wasn't really so
become.
much that I was into the whole
You'll
peace
find
thing.
the
I was just
peace
giving you
you
the
seek
opportunity to walk away and stay alive.
Death. Let the hunt begin.
Instead of doing the obvious, like going into cloak, I'm just gonna chuck a heavy plasma torpedo at him right away. Yeah, that looked like a good job. Ambushers, huh? Ah well, I was hoping to get a little closer to the harvest field there. The nice thing about fire at will is that it hit multiple targets at once and do a fair amount of damage. It also kind of makes me wonder if they ever fixed that bug where they were doing lots and lots of extra damage. I'm pretty sure they did. I mean, it's been years. And there are more ships nearby. Well, fortunately, they're on the way towards the harvest. Ooh, there's a second shiny. I've really got to do something about that. There we go. Got that before I got detected. Let's go into cloak. Might as well take advantage of the Romulan ability to cloak even in the middle of combat. Then take advantage of the fact that I hit harder when I come out of cloak. That strategy did not work the way it was supposed to. That definitely did not work the way it was supposed to. Well, he's doing a good job on evening his shields because it's taking forever to take them down. Oh yeah, I think it's time to help my own durability a bit. Let's use the shield battery. Why not? I don't use consumables enough as it is. I should at least start taking advantage of their resistance. If only they had a battery that would heal all. Oh, decisions. Escort or harvestable. Oh, this plan did not go anywhere near the way it was supposed to. I did not want to aggro both of these groups at once. I may have chosen poorly. Let's take advantage of the fact that I can go both.
Right shield's failing.
Need some time to recover some of my health here. And if I can get close enough to harvest that gas cloud over there, that would be an additional bonus. Let's see if I can get that before these guys attack me. Alright. What I really want to do is pick some of these guys off before they pick me up. Oh well. Oh, come on. Let me at least take out one guy. There we go. Let's hit some of these frigates. If I can cut down the number of people shooting at me, my odds of survival go way up. Here's another one. And we're down to one. And I'm liking my odds a lot better now. Hit him with a torpedo, but I prefer not to be right next to him where I can hit the plasma burn. Alright, we got you now. And now, the hunter becomes hunted. I couldn't help that. Okay, we took a bit of a beating there. Things got ugly, but we survived. And now there's a colony site that's being blocked by our scans, so there's something hidden down there. Expect a trap. No! I can't believe that there would be a trap down there. The question is, just how clever a trap is it? We will find out as soon as the screen loads in. Slowly, painfully. There we go. And this is almost as bad as a progress bar on Windows. Yeah, the colony is mostly made up of Iridians. Not detecting weapons, but we're being jammed. So, we poke around. Okay, well, I can see that we're getting the same kind of reaction we get from, well, virtually everybody. Nice place, nothing unusual. Bug the guy in charge. You know, I'm getting the impression that nobody wants to talk to us. That's the gate. Riemann leader. Okay. And there we are, a Riemann.
Ah, another refugee of Romulus. Welcome. I am the leader of this small band. You may call me Lortrix. I assume you were behind destroying those Erogen ships around the planet. We're all very thankful for that. The Erogen have been bothering us for quite some time. I would hate to think what would have happened if you didn't arrive when you did.
Probably hunt you down.
We mainly supply merchant ships with various minerals, and we have a small ore refining operation. It's not much, but it keeps us alive. The Erogen have been harassing us for quite some time, unfortunately. They want to use our facility to manufacture weapons. You and I both know what will come of that. And no one here wants to get involved in someone else's war. You understand, don't you?
You know, for some reason, I just don't get trustworthy off this guy.
I apologize if there's been something to make you distrust us. My chief engineer is nearby.
No, I'm sure that there was a complete accident that a whole bunch of Erogen were flying around your planet.
He
For
and
no
I have
apparent
had our
reason.
disagreements, but I can rely on him to always give his opinion. Why don't you speak to him? I'll walk with you.
Alright, let's have a chat with him. So, you're the chief engineer, eh?
Greetings. I overheard your conversation with Lortrix. I can assure you that the colony is not doing any sort of business with Erogen. We can barely keep food in our mouths, and the mine running, let alone supply massive weapons for spaceships. I'm doing my best here with limited resources, but at times, even that isn't good enough. Just the other day we had an accident that destroyed half of our mining equipment, leaving us crippled until the next merchant ship passes through. Look, to be blunt, we're the ones that need help. We're not in much shape to help anyone else.
And yet. Yeah, let's take a look at the cargo. Ooh, food. Well, that seems pretty innocuous. Ore. But potentially problematic, but unlikely. Plus, I can't get around the fact that there was something hiding scans from orbit, so I'm still not feeling... What's this? Ooh, that didn't look suspicious at all. Scan snow pile. Okay, I just have to do it. The snow pile is not firmly packed. Now, if I were a tactical officer, we'd be able to do something about this. And that'll happen sometimes in these missions. Sometimes you'll find little things that you can do if you're a certain type of officer. A science officer might be able to do something somewhere. An engineer might be able to do something somewhere. Unfortunately, I can't do anything with snow piles, so... I can, however, poke suspicious colonists.
What do you want? I'm not bothering anyone, I swear. I'm sorry. Look, they told me to send a message when you were done scanning the cargo.
They?
I don't know anything.
Who are they?
They told me that. All I know is that I see people using the consoles nearby. That's it.
Yeah, this just reeks of suspicious activity. Let's see, camera. Thought the whole point was to turn off that camera first.
Unlock failed.
Really, dealing with the camera should have been the first thing we did. Okay, let's disrupt the circuitry. Okay, I guess that technically disrupts the circuitry. Really, I could have hit it with a plasma pistol and gotten the same results. Of course, that probably wouldn't be subtle. Heavy concentration of electromagnetic and gamma radiation to the southeast. They are supposedly residential dwellings, but they've got a lot of radiation. Yeah, like I said, there isn't anything suspicious at all about these guys. Let's do our scan. Ooh, a hidden doorway. How'd I know that? I guess the sleeping quarters for colonists are cunningly disguised as torpedoes in large quantities with radiation signatures. And got some shipping manifests. Oh, what a shock. They're supplying weapons with the Hirogen. Color me completely surprised. And yeah, they look like they're going after our allies. We don't have so many that I think we can afford to lose any. And we just screwed up. Okay, everybody. Weapons free. Oh, here we go.
We have them trapped in the warehouse.
Excellent. Activate the transport inhibitors to stop them from beaming out.
Very well.
What I really want to do is take out one of these torpedoes and aim at these guys.
Just stay out of our way while we subdue the
That might be a little too much collateral damage, though. Alright. We gotta get rid of the magnetic interference to get out of here. And there's a few dozen Hirogen out there. Tell me no did not just run out there. Let's grab some of the items here. They might be useful, like helping the rest of my crew protect themselves later. Oh god, what have I done? I picked up a tribble. Get rid of that thing. It starts eating all the food and it starts multiplying. And yes, I'm not kidding. They really will eat the food in your inventory, and they really will multiply. They are tribbles. Alright. Shields, mines, guns. The key here is to make sure we don't aggro more than one group at a time. Otherwise, this fight could get really ugly really quickly. Fortunately, they seem to be spread out enough. Okay, let's do a little bit of damage to this console. Alright, time to reprogram the Han Solo way. It was a boring conversation anyway. Hey, I wonder. You know, this feels like it would be the kind of thing that you would be able to have an engineer reprogram. But I guess I can't do that. Ooh, harvestable. Yes, we're in the middle of complete danger here, but I must scan for materials. Honest, I was trying to see if I could find an interactable that would allow me to activate that turret. But apparently not, so we do it the other way. Mines, in case someone gets close, and phaser blasts to cause lots of harm. And pick up the stuff in case there's anything that's usable for later. Oh man, I really wish I had grenades. But that's a tactical officer sort of thing. Like Tobin, for example. Ah, good. Someone did set off mines for a change. Alright. Second thing to disrupt. Ooh, shield upgrade. And then there was one. And ooh, another shiny. Let's scan that down, and then I don't have to worry about anything else on this map. Alright. One more to go. Ha! One more to go, and it's all the way back where I've already gone. That's what happens when I don't watch the maps for this sort of thing. I run into embarrassing little situations like this. Really, these guys were practically right next on top of me. How the heck did I miss them? Ah, yes, I suppose we should deal with Lord Trix, if nothing else to, how do they say it? Show him the price of treason. Oh, I can't target him yet. I guess that means he has something to say. Yeah, I wish there was too, but unfortunately you decided to be a jerk, so I'm going to throw some mines at your feet and make life really miserable for you. Oh, psionics. That's always annoying. Crazy mental powers. Reminds me of Vulcans. Let's give you another opportunity to set off mines. And that takes care of a lot of them. Good riddance to them. Oh, hold on, he's not quite dead.
You're good. Very good. But do you think this will change anything? I spit on you and the Republic. Traitors to your own people. To die like this.
Given how many of your people are slaves to the Tal Shiar.
You terrorists. You care nothing for the common people.
Oh, come on.
The Tal Shiar, they protect us. Make us stronger.
You've been drinking the Kool-Aid.
You either choose a side, or you die. Surrounded by the dogs of war. Supported by no one. Even in death, I stand by my choice. Leave me to die.
Right, and deprive the Romulan Republic of the pleasure of throwing you on trial and dealing with whatever lovely punishment they have in store. No, I'm not that merciful. Oh, good, and we have hostiles en route. And who told you could sit in my captain's chair anyway? Give Starfleet an inch, they take a mile. You know, we just left behind all those massive torpedoes. I can't help but feel that they could have been useful here. Ah well. I guess they're not all that useful if you don't have the proper firing mechanism. Reinforcements will be here, but not before we're under attack. Well, we can activate a turret. I think that's an excellent idea. But first, because I am who I am, I'm going to grab the harvestable stuff here. Then we're going to close in on these turrets. the turret. So, gee, we are going to make use of those missiles after all. I really want to get that gas over there, but it's over 50 kilometers away. Well, the good news is they sent the frigates in first. And the frigates are really not up to handling this. Oh, I am a big fan of Starfleet reinforcements. I never said anything bad about Starfleet, right? I know I'm running away briefly to grab hold of that gas, but it looks like I'm going to have to deal with problems here first. And they've got escorts on this grouping. On the bright side, though, we're still in range of our torpedo turret there, so they can still make life really miserable for these guys. If they ever have a shield go down, they are so toasted. We missed that one. Yeah, that had to leave a mark. Come on, surely I can get this cloud and scan it down before I get dumped. Alright. Oh, battleships. Well, that's going to make life entertaining. It never rains but it pours. Let's see if we can get the plasma torpedo in there. Oh, yeah. It's great to see. Oh, I almost forgot you were there. And that I sank his battleship. Not bad.
I've got to say, you Romulans sure know how to throw a party. I haven't felt a rush like that in quite some time. Finish up anything here and warp out. I'll check back with command. Don't take too long or I might take some of the credit for myself.
Ah, you did pretty good. You can take some of the credit. Oh. Looks like we have
when
one
you tripped
more
our
loose
monitoring
end.
program, the Star Empire sent me to investigate. Our intel said you were part of the terrorist cell on Veronot, but your actions here suggest otherwise. I'm here to make you an offer. Renounce your terrorist allies and come with me and fight for the glory of the Romulan Star Empire.
You must be
I
joking.
am authorized to grant you amnesty for your past crimes if you agree to serve the Empire again. If you agree, we would like you to remain within Titan's terrorist cell for the time being. He trusts you. The intel you could gather would be very valuable. The Empire rewards its loyal children well, but it also punishes its enemies. Consider your decision carefully.
Now, why have you been watching me?
Charva. You can't trust her. I know her too well for that. We grew up together. I was her friend. Her...
Well,
That's all
well,
over.
well.
It ended the day she joined the Tal Shiar.
Tovin, Tovin, Tovin. I never would have thought you had it in you.
Tovan Kev is with you. I should have known. You're one of us, a child of a lost world.
Why do people
The Tal
keep
Shiar
assuming
keeps a
that?
close eye on this colony. When you started poking around in the weapons facility on Chaltok, you tripped one of our security programs.
Yes,
You
you
saw
mentioned
what
that.
happened to Lortrix. He sacrificed his heritage, his life, for what? To take orders from the Hirogen? I can't begin to fathom that, throwing away everything in exchange for something so small. I'm here to make sure you do not do the same.
You know you guys have been trying to kill me ever since Bureaunet, right?
You don't understand yet, but you will. The Romulan Republic is a terrorist organization. Detan and his followers are inciting Romulans and Remans to take up arms against the legitimate government of the Romulan Star Empire. Think about it. The military and the Tal Shiar are the only means of guaranteeing security for those of us who survived the destruction. The military has the ships and the manpower. The Tal Shiar has the information and the intelligence network. This new homeworld Detan wants is an illusion. Why start over in contested space near the Federation and the Klingon Empire? Why would Detan choose a system in such a turbulent and dangerous area, unless he knew he could guarantee they wouldn't risk attacking him?
Charva
He
obviously
certainly isn't
didn't
going to
part
do
about
that
us
with
trying
pretty
to find a
words.
decent place to begin with. Peaceful man. We have diplomatic ties. We're in good shape.
Detan may have you fooled, but don't just take my word for it. See for yourself. Why do you think that Chaltok is shipping weapons? And they're not the only colony world involved in those kinds of operations. You think that this sort of business wasn't going on elsewhere? Perhaps even on Veranot, right under your nose.
Sounds unlikely.
Detan's only showing you what he wants you to see. I can show you the things that the Republic is trying to hide. Believe me, or don't. You don't have to trust me. Just trust the evidence. When you are ready to learn more, I'll be ready to show you.
Don't the Hirogen work for you guys?
It's true. The Tal Shiar has employed Hirogen contractors from time to time for certain tasks.
Contractors.
But
Nice
the
touch.
Hirogen are the Empress's allies, not her slaves. They are free to do what they wish.
Yeah, we're done. Oh, so much for Lord Rix. Looks like he died on the table. I do.
There's a lot I have to say about Charva. As you may have guessed, we used to be quite close.
Yeah, no kidding.
There's a lot of history between us, but all that's really important is that we went separate ways. She thought that the Tal Shiar could ensure security for our people, and I didn't. It's just bringing up a lot of old feelings.
Anything useful you can tell?
As I mentioned, we have a turbulent past. We grew up together. Once, I thought we might have a future together. Those were in the dark years after the destruction of the homeworld. We survived, but it tore us apart. I just wanted to make a new start. She was convinced that nowhere was safe. She kept talking about working with the military or the Tal Shiar. I argued that the only way we'd be safe was to be able to stand up for ourselves. There's a lot I have to say about Charva.
Yeah, you've already gone through that part.
As you may have guessed,
what do you think about what she was talking about?
I don't believe Detan is a terrorist. I think he's an idealist who's trying to come to terms with the chaos. Detan would never knowingly sanction violence, especially against innocents. He doesn't even like us fighting the Tal Shiar, although he sees the need. But Detan isn't the only person making decisions in the Republic. Maybe there are some people who see the Republic as their chance to have a little revenge.
Yeah, bureaucracies are like that.
I think Charva is wrong about Detan and the Republic, but that doesn't mean it's outside the bounds of possibility that someone has taken things too far, or has a secret program that Detan doesn't know about. If she knows something that we don't, we should try to find out what it is.
Romulan deceit and treachery. Who would have thunk it?
There's a lot I have to say about
Can we trust her?
Well, Charva's not a bad person. At least she wasn't. But she is misguided. She's turned a blind eye to the excesses of the Tal Shiar, and she probably doesn't even know about most of them. The Tal Shiar are masters of propaganda, after all. I think that anything she tells us is going to be something that the Tal Shiar wants us to hear. We should gather our own evidence and draw our own conclusions. There's
Sounds
a
like
lot
a plan.
I have to say.
Let's head on out. Alright. Let's talk to
Your
Nadell.
findings are distressing. I'll pass this along to Republic Command. As for Charva, I think the best course of action right now is to wait for her next move. If she's really desperate to make her case, she'll contact you again. If she does, keep me informed. Nadell out.
Alright, there's our rewards. Kit, armor, and armor.
Time is short. Congratulations, Centurion.
We're not going to go there quite yet because we are pretty much well over the usual time of departure for the day. So I will take a little bit of time to see what kit stuff we got. Ooh, we even got a frame for the kit. That'll be good. So let's see. This frame will add improvement to my kit modules. What that means, I really couldn't tell you. And I have a turret fabricator. Oh no, not a turret. A mortar. Something that fires quantum mortars. That'll be fun. We'll throw that in. Put on the new armor. See if anybody is using really lousy armor, or more accurately, no armor at all, like Marcel. How did you get this far without having armor on? I don't know what I'm going to do with that. And let's see, we have, well, a really good set of dampeners, but I don't know if that's the way I want to go here. And that'll be sold. And this is okay. Oh, I have a class 4 shield to deal with. I'm already using a class 4, so Shayla, you win the shield sweepstakes by having a lousy shield to start with. Alright, and I think that will do it. Let's see where we're at. Our next episode, so to speak, will be Memory Lane, which will take us back to our former home, presumably a return to Virenat. Who knows what secrets might be lying there? After all, Sharbra did say that there might have been something going on there that we were completely unaware of. I don't buy it one bit. I'm going to grab this improved defensive maneuvering and grab threat control because I can't see myself using hangar pets. Oh, I can, but I'm not planning to. And that takes care of the skills. And that'll do it for this week. I hope to see you again next week. We will continue the Romulan adventure. Until then, this is Korath Landwalker, signing off.